Hey everyone, Sean here from runningshoesguru.com, and today we're going to talk about the New Balance Fresh Foam Zante V3. Okay, so this is the New Balance Fresh Foam Zante V3. Just going to start by talking about some of the things I liked and did not like. Things I liked that the shoe is lightweight. It's built with a seamless upper and has a reinforced saddle this year compared to last year. Some cons: stability, slightly crammed lateral toe area, and it's slightly firmer than last year's version. Start with the upper here. Okay, the upper has booty construction, and it's made of a new engineered mesh that kind of almost looks like a knit material. It's more tightly knit on the sides here, as you can see, and then in the toe area and on the tongue it gets a little bit looser, which makes for some really good breathability. I mentioned earlier the reinforced saddle. This initially felt kind of firm, and I was a little bit worried about that, but it turned out to be one of my favorite features of this shoe. So what I like about that is once you tie your laces down, it really locks in the fit, and it's nice to know that your foot won't be slipping around all over the place while you're running. The overall comfort of the upper is outstanding. Between the booty construction, which I can show you here, and it's also a seamless upper, combined with that saddle, really makes for a good fit and comfortable. If you ran in the version 2, you may have to size up with this one. It does seem like the shoe has shrunk by just a few millimeters, so if you were close, you know, like let's say you were in a 10 but you were close to having to size up, I would definitely go ahead and size up this year with this newer version. Midsole of the shoe is all one-piece fresh foam midsole. It's been slightly modified from last year's version. You can tell this by the appearance and also a slight change in the ride. The outsole is completely covered in blown rubber and has held up pretty well so far. I've got around 100 miles on these. You can see they're discolored, a little dirty, but it's holding up pretty well so far. The shoe is also fairly thin, which leaves little room for error if you're somebody who requires a little bit of help with overpronation and you can run in neutral shoes usually. I wouldn't suggest this shoe for that. It just really leaves little room for error when it comes to that, just because it's generally pretty thin. So the Zante is known for having cushioning soft enough to go long in, but also maintaining a lightweight and responsive ride. And overall, I think the new version of this shoe does a good job at that. The ride still feels smooth and cushioned, although it does feel slightly firmer than last year's version. Even so, I think if you were a fan of version 2, you'll be a fan of this new version. In general, this shoe is really versatile and a pleasure to run in. It's a nice upgrade in terms of durability compared to last year's version. The mesh is just, like I said, it's kind of like a knit material, which feels like it's going to be stronger than last year's version, as well as this. It's really hard to see, but this is really firm and kind of beefy. So they have upgraded the durability for this shoe. After testing this shoe, I was able to see why it received the Editor's Choice Award from Runner's World magazine. You can do anything in this shoe, really. I used it for long runs, short slow runs, short fast runs, you name it. It's also light enough to race in for most people. What tops that all off is the price point it comes in at. It retails at $99.99 currently, but I have seen it online for as low as $89.99. These days most running shoes are going to run you at least $120. So I really like this shoe and think it has a lot of value for the price. Okay, so that's it for my review of the New Balance Fresh Foam Zante V3. Thanks for watching. Please feel free to leave any comments or questions below. And don't forget to check out www.runningshoesguru.com for the latest shoe reviews.